Welcome to the channel, you guys. Today we're going to be checking out Oliver Anthony, Scornful Woman, Ain't Got a Dollar. And we're going to be checking out one more of his songs, 90 something Chevy. Today we're going to be checking out 3 different songs. Want to do great things on the channel, so we're going to give y'all a little extra push on this. So with that being said, hope you guys liking and subscribing. I've seen a couple of videos from him. I know he's a good artist. I love his lyrics. I love the type of work he does, the country feel. Very, very nice feel to his music. So with that being said, I'm not going to hold you guys any longer. Do me a favor, like and subscribe. Do the free stuff at the bottom, man. We're trying to do great things. I would appreciate that. But with that being said, we're just going to go ahead and jump into it. We're going to be starting with Oliver Anthony, Scornful Woman. Let's get it.
Well, she got a side to her I wanna run from. She'll turn a warm afternoon into a cold, cold one. Well, he grabbed the apple and Adam took a bite. And now all these years later, and the math still ain't right with a scornful woman. Scornful woman. I used to sleep so good, didn't have a nightmare. I was busy dreaming, believing he's always gonna be right there. And now the middle of the day is like the middle of the night, and the court says 50-50. But the math don't seem right with a scornful woman. Scornful woman. She can have all the money, and they can keep all the fame. I go back to being broke as a joke if I could just get a break from the pain.
Wow. Now, I'm not gonna lie. That's the end of the song, guys. It stood out a lot, but his voice, he has a sensational voice, the raspiness to it with the country feel. I love that. But also, this instrumental with the guitar and the violin together, oh my God, I didn't know we needed that. I didn't know we needed that like we got it, but oh my goodness, we need more of that type of stuff. The 2 strings sound together was amazing. I'm big on instrumentals. I used to play a couple of instruments back in the day, you know, guitar, violin, piano. I wasn't too great at any of it, but I loved the sound, and I learned a good bit about music and the way it's supposed to sound. And he has a different type of voice, a different type of music. When he stands for something when he makes his music. There's always a message that resonates. And I heard about this song. I heard about how his wife, you know, the 50-50 part he brought up, and how she could be having a great day and she turns it into the opposite of that just because she wants to be a scornful woman. I don't know the reasoning behind it, but y'all can let me know more in the comments. But I heard a lot about the way she did the things and messed up the court, and I can see that at this point, well, did the things and how court was kind of messed up with the 50-50 stuff. A lot of things happened to him, but at the end of the day, you can feel the pain in his voice. And I think that he did the best thing by just coming back and making a song, you know, putting the pain into your music and just making it something that everybody could feel. Put your passion into it. He's a passionate artist. He always gives us a lot of passion in this music. You can tell he takes his time and he loves his craft. So I'm sorry that it had to be this way for him. And even some of the best people get affected by this fame stuff. So I'm sorry that it had to happen to him, because I feel like he's a good dude. I don't know him personally, but honestly, from what I see in his music and the message he pushes, I feel like that's a good message most of the time. But let me know a little bit more about the backstory. I only know so much about the courts and stuff like that. I didn't really do too much research. So if you guys want to tell me anything in the comments, you can go ahead and let me know. But at the end of the day, I'm sorry that happened to him, but I'm hoping that he gets past it. I'm hoping that everything gets better in life, you know, with time. He can get past it. But at the end of the day, sensational song, 10 out of 10. The sound was amazing, and it resonated a lot, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people possibly going through the same situation he did. All right, but I'll say, I mean, he deserves better. He deserves better. He like I say, he doesn't care about the fame. He doesn't even care about the money. At the end of the day, you know, he's more hurt than anything about the whole entire situation. But this is a lesson that we could all learn something from, because at the end of the day, you might trust somebody. It could be even your wife. At the end of the day, you never know. They might mess you over when it comes down to a little bit of bread, a little bit of clout. So just watch yourself. Just watch yourself. This was a sensational song. I loved it. Next, I think we're gonna be checking out what did I say? Ain't Got a Dollar. And before we do Ain't Got a Dollar, let's do the second song, which is 90 something Chevy. Let's get it.
That old darling of mine is like a 90-something Chevy. She rides just right when you turn her on. The only thing sounds better than that old 350's when she's running up to kiss me. When I get home, it's been a hard day. I'll tell you, darling, it's been a long week. Might have to load up the dogs, go and listen to the frogs croaking down in the creek. We can take her nice and slow, a case of beer and a Zemco. Let the sun sink good and low. There ain't no telling where we'll go in the back of that 90-some Chevy.
Some Chevy.
In the back of that 90-some Chevy. She's hotter than hell, I'm higher than gas.
Yeah.
Sweeter than honey, I'm poor white trash. She ain't had a check that I couldn't cash. I guess that she's my Carter, then I'm her cash. And I've been sitting around drinking on it. I guess I'm gonna have to get me a ring and get it on it. That old darling of mine is like a 90-some Chevy. She rides just right when you turn her on.
Turn her on.
Thing sounds better than that old 350's when she's running up to kiss me. When I get home, it's been a hard day.
Hard day.
I tell you, darling, it's been a long week. Might have to load up the dogs, go and listen to the frogs croaking down in the creek. We can take her nice and slow, a case of beer and a Zemco.
Yeah.
Let the sun sink good and low. There ain't no telling where we'll go in the back of that 90-some Chevy.
90-some Chevy.
In the back of that 90-some Chevy. 90-some.
That
old darling of mine's like a 90-something
Some
Chevy.
Chevy.
She rides just right when you turn her on.
Yo. Nah, I like this one. I find this funny. I find this funny, guys. This was a soothing love song about his darling, which is kind of funny because this song was 2 years and this one was 11 months ago. So within that year of time, everything changed from 90 something Chevy to Scornful Woman. He went from making this love song about the person he wanted to be with. You never know that in only a year that could change everything. I just think that was very interesting in my opinion. But also very soothing song. That it doesn't have to just be something that's like just a message about talking about people or the government, which is something that he stands out for. He's a versatile artist. He can also make a love song, which sounded great. And I'll give him one big thing that I feel like he has over a lot of artists, and it's the fact that his videos are very simplistic. So when he makes his videos, it's very easy for him to do whatever he does, and he doesn't need anything. He doesn't need too much extra. This video was literally him standing in like the woods and 1 or 2 scenes in the Chevy, and that makes him a better artist than a lot of artists, in my opinion, because a lot of artists need a lot of visual stuff. They need a lot of extra stuff, eye-catching stuff in their videos to keep people's attention. He doesn't need that. He doesn't need that. All he needs is his voice, the lyrics, and the message that he's giving to us, and that's good enough. And not too many artists can say they could just make that type of good music with such a simplistic style. I think that simplicity is important when it comes down to certain situations. So I thought it was very beautiful the way he did this. I love the way he made this song, and I just think that it's so crazy because a year of fame and having the money could change a people a lot. And going from 90 something Chevy to Scornful Woman, there must have been a lot that happened in that year, man. And I just feel really bad for him because sometimes fame is great. Don't get me wrong. The fame and the money is great, but sometimes it destroys people's lives. I'll be honest. Sometimes it doesn't. It's not as good, or it doesn't happen the way you would want it, or you would think that it would happen. So let's go ahead and next we'll jump into Ain't Got a Dollar. Get it.
So this is a song I wrote. It's based off a true story. It's called Ain't Got a Dollar. Well, I ain't got a dollar, but I don't need a dime. I got a little spot in the country where I spend all of my time.
Hey.
When the sun goes down on this itty bitty town, we can light up the bowl and pass it around.
Hey.
I ain't got a dollar, but I don't need a dime.
Hey.
Pouring, or the sun shining down. Long as my old truck still fires on up and there's crops growing in the ground. We'll have to pick some muscadines right off the vines, get a little yeast and make a little wine, 'cause I ain't got a dollar, but I don't need a dime.
I don't need it. Hey. He's chilling with the dogs.
Played my heart out. They don't even no pause or anything. One bunch of ungrateful dogs. Like seriously. Certainly pretty good. All right, well.
Well, you know, that's one thing I really appreciate about him, and that's one thing that makes the Scornful Woman song and the situation with the Scornful Woman even worse, because he's an actual, not only simplistic when it comes to his music, which makes it beautiful, like it's just so pure, but at the same time, he's a very simple person. See, he was just chilling with his dogs in the forest, writing music. He's a very simple guy, and that makes me feel like for him, for everything that happened to him with the divorce, with the taking half, with the not having to not care about the fame and the fame affecting your life so much. Honestly, I feel bad for him because I don't say I would rather it happen to another artist, but I don't feel like he's the one that it should have happened to. He seems like a very humble, a very down to earth person. So at the end of the day, I just hope that things become better. I hope that he finds a way out of this dark place he's in right now. But this was definitely a sensational song. Very simple, but straight to the point, straightforward with the message. Honestly, the money doesn't matter. He says it so many times. He ain't got a dollar, but he don't need a dollar. Honestly. And it's those type of people that are the best people, in my opinion. The people that's not worried about the materialistic stuff. The materialistic stuff doesn't mean as much to them as it does to you. It's a necessity to some people. And to some people, they don't need it. They could just do with their guitar in the wood with their dogs. He's that type of person. And he's my type of guy, man. This was sensational. Each song was a 10 out of 10. He never misses. And he's versatile. Even though these are simple songs, and some of them are very, well, the Scornful Woman, the video was very, very good. The video was very cinematic, more movie-like than all the rest of them. But even though when he does the simplicity and the style, he does it perfectly. He doesn't miss a beat, and it's amazing. If you guys want to see any more of his videos on the channel, drop it down in the comments, man. I can't wait to be checking out more of them. I haven't checked out very many, but the ones I've seen have been great. But I'd appreciate you guys if you could do me two favors. Like the video. By liking the video, the way the YouTube algorithm works, YouTube will push the video out to more people and you'll be directly helping me to grow. And also subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get the hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Everyone subscriber counts. So if everybody that watched the video subscribe to the channel, we'd probably be at 100,000 ASAP and we're going to do great things. I appreciate you guys. I hope you know what it is. Until next time, I'm out your dick.